Functions f and g are defined so that f of x is x squared plus ax minus 10a and g of x is x over x plus b, where a and b are constants. So in part A, we're having a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 5. So in this particular case, that means that f of x is x squared plus 2x minus 20, and that g of x is x over x plus 5. State with reasons whether the composition f of g of x is a one-to-one function over the natural domain. Well, we don't actually need to find it, but f of g of x will be x over x plus 5 squared plus twice x over x plus 5, take away 20. Now there's all sorts of ways that you could determine this. For example, you've got the CAS, why not graph it? And indeed, there is the graph of it, and you could draw a quick sketch of that here and just indicate not 1 to 1, fails horizontal line test. Just sketch that, draw a horizontal line on it, no problem. Determine any domain restrictions required so that the composition g of f of x is defined. So what does g of f look like? So g of f of x. So that's going to be x squared plus 2x take away 20 all over x squared plus 2x take away 15. So that's x squared plus 2x take away 20 all over x plus 5 x minus 3. So I think we have to have that x is not equal to -5 or 3, so that we don't have a 0 in the denominator. Okay, determine the relationship between a and b so the composition g of f of x is always defined. So we're going for g of f of x again, but this time we're using the more general function. So we've got x squared plus ax minus 10a. Sorry, plus ax minus 10a all over x squared plus ax plus b minus 10a. So what do we want? We want, so define for all reals, we don't want any zeros in the bottom, and that's what this bit was about. It was about giving you a clue as how to do the last bit. So we want this to have no solutions. So think about the determinant. That would be a squared take away 4 times 1 times b minus 10a. And we don't want that to have any roots, so we want that to be less than 0. So that's a squared take away 4b plus 40a is less than 0, so that would be 4b has to be greater than a squared plus 40a, or b is greater than a squared over 4 plus 10a, something of that nature.